Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I am a physiotherapist from Physio Function, and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So this is our third and final week in our functional fitness series. So we are going to be doing another workout inspired by our functional fitness workout. It is going to be three sets of 3 exercises. And we are again going to be doing a certain amount of repetitions, but this time, but what I want you to do, same as last week, you can either work with me for the repetitions, or you can work with me for the same amount of time as it takes to complete the repetitions and move on throughout the exercise circuit with us. Okay, so either do it for the same amount of repetitions or the same amount of time as it takes us to complete the repetitions. If you want to keep working along with the video, but you're a bit either faster or a bit working at a slightly slower pace to complete the exercises. So level 3 classes, for those that haven't joined us, are a combination of sitting and standing exercises. It's designed for people who have reasonably good movement in their affected leg, but may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. Please be aware that for your standing exercises, it's a requirement that you have somebody there to supervise you for safety, and you have something solid or sturdy to hold on to complete the exercises to assist you with your balance as needed. So that could be, I'm going to be using a kitchen bench, it could be a sturdy chair or a table, so something that you can just use for support, because ultimately your safety comes first, okay? I'm going to be showing you, so today is predominantly standing exercises, but I will give you some seated options as well. So feel free to mix and match. Work with an exercise that is a challenge to you, but is achievable and you can complete good form. So that's the really important thing. I want you to think about good form. So I would prefer quality over quantity. Okay, and then so pick the level which is challenging, but you can complete exercise with good form. Sorry, I'm repeating myself quite a lot. Okay, so let's get started with a warm-up. We're going to start warming up and sitting. So I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair. Okay, nice big shoulder rolls backwards to start. So really think about sitting tall, really nice posture, and we're doing these big shoulder rolls. Up, back and down. Trying to loosen up everything inside in those shoulder joints. Might be a bit of creaking and crunching. Mine definitely are. Feel free as well if you want to put some music on for this class. Unfortunately, I can't play any in the video, but music can be a great motivator. So if you have some tunes that particularly motivate you, then feel free to put them on with the video and work out to some music. Let's try and get some arm rolls. Nice big elbow rolls backwards now if you can. You can hold your hands together. Really nice. Let's do alternates. So we're really getting a big reach back with each shoulder. Bring alternate elbows back and around. Lovely, nice and tall. Good, one more each side. And place your hands on your lap. Grow nice and tall, shoulders slide back and down. Then reach your hands forward on your knees, round your back, option to drop your head down, feel that stretched down your back. Grow nice and tall. We're going to work some breath into this. Breathe in, shoulders back and down. Breathe out. Reach your arms away from you, round your back, option to drop your head. Breath in. Sit tall, shoulders back and down, neck in neutral, in line. So make sure we're not looking up, we're not dropping our head down, we're looking straight ahead. Breathe out as you round your back, option to drop your head. One more, breathe in, shoulders back and down, nice and long through your neck. Breathe out, reach those arms away, drop your head chin to chest. Find that nice neutral position, really long for your spine. sitting nice and tall, back away from the chair. Feet flat on the floor, underneath your knees. So think about that nice 90-90 of your hips and knees. Let's bring our hands to our right knee and turn to look over our right shoulder. Think about twisting from your waist, you're not pulling from your knee. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over the left shoulder. Good. Back to the middle, hands on the right knee, turn to look over the right shoulder. Keep nice and tall through your spine. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over your left shoulder. Nice and long, tummy engaged. Back to the middle, one more each way. Hands on the right knee, turn to look over your right shoulder, rotating from that waist. Posture is tall. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over the left shoulder. Back to the middle, lovely. Okay, let's think about trying to get these tummy muscles and bottom muscles working. So, sitting nice and tall in your chair, if you can, I want you to think about putting the heels of your hands on your bony hip points at the front here. Okay, those two bony points. Have your hands, so you can do this with one hand, so that your thumb is pointing up towards your tummy button, your fingers are pointing down towards your pubic bone. So we're thinking about making a diamond shape. So if you're using one hand, just imagine that diamond shape on the other side. And I want you to think about the tissues underneath there. So these tummy tissues, our abdominal muscles, about drawing them together and back towards your spine. So think about them gently drawing away from your hand. Imagine you're trying to collect this diamond shape together and back. So really trying to get those deep tummy muscles working. And then relax. So if you're just using one hand, if you've got that image of the diamond drawing together and back, then you can bring your hand towards the center of your tummy and feel that gentle drawing away of your tummy muscles. So sit nice and tall in your chair, hand on your lower tummy. Think about that diamond collecting and drawing back. So it's just a gentle engagement of those deep tummy muscles. Now, I don't want you to be holding your breath here. So let's include some breath work. Take a nice big breath in. Breathe out. Draw those tummy muscles in. Lovely. Feel that deep engagement. You can keep breathing normally here. Feel that gentle tightening of your lower tummy muscles. And then relax. And again, big breath in. Breathe out. Tummy muscles gently drawing back. Lovely. Hold it there. And then relax. And again, big breath in. And out. Tummy muscles drawing gently back. Feel that engagement. Feel the muscles underneath your hand gently tightening. And then relax. Let's do two more here. Big breath in. Breath out. Tummy muscles gently drawing away. Feel that gentle engagement of all these muscles here drawing together, but then back, like a corset. Imagine you're drawing together and back, supporting your spine, supporting your posture. And then relax. Let's do one more. Big breath in. Breathe out. Drawing those muscles gently back. Good. Okay, let's think about getting those bottom muscles working. So feet on the floor underneath your knees, sitting nice and tall. I want you to think about squeezing and clenching your bottom muscles and pushing your heels down into the ground. So feel the muscles in the back of your body activate. So your heels are pushing down into the ground as if you're trying to squash them down. Your bottom muscles are squeezing. And then relax. And again, let's squeeze and push down. You can even lift your toes up if you want to. We're just thinking about those heels pushing down. And then relax. Good. Again, let's think about squeezing and pushing down. Really nice. Feel those muscles activate. Remember to breathe. And then relax. Good. And again, squeeze and push down. Feel those muscles, back of your thighs, bottom, everything lighting up. Tummy might even light up a little bit. And down. Good. Let's do 2 more. Push down and squeeze. Hold. Feel that engagement. Shouldn't be maximal, but you should feel your bottom muscles and the muscles in the back of your legs working. Really focus on that symmetry. Relax. 1 more here. Push down and squeeze those bottom muscles. Almost like you're lifting yourself off the chair a little bit. We're not actually moving. We're just really feeling those muscles in the back of our legs and our bottom working. And then relax. Okay, so we're activated our tummy and our bottom muscles, getting ourselves nice and strong and active for our exercise circuit. So we're just going to go into some exercises to warm up ourselves cardiovascularly. So get our heart rate up a little bit, get our breathing rate up a little bit, and get us ready for our workout. So let's start marching those legs, swinging those arms. Side to side. So remember, you can start slowly and gradually increase your speed. Nice and tall. Alternating marching. Swing those arms. The hands can be clasped together in front. If you've got some music on, find something you can march your feet to the beat. Lovely, guys. Let's alternate tapping those heels forward. Alternate legs, tap them forward. Really nice. Keep them going. Good, and let's try side stepping. Alternate, moving at a speed that works for you. Really nice, keep it going. Alternate that stepping, well done. Lovely, guys. Okay, keep feet nice and wide. Let's reach those arms opposite way. Reaching across your body. So with your affected side, think about really reaching from your shoulder, lengthening your arm as much as you can. If that's really challenging, you can have your hands together. Okay, so pick an option that works for you. Let's reach up if we can on a diagonal. Getting ourselves warm. And over opposite knee, so down a little bit. Keeping that chest up. And rest there. Okay, get yourselves a drink if you need to. So today's exercise circuit, I'm going to talk through the exercises. We are going to be doing 3 sets of 3, 15 repetitions of each. So remember, you can either do the 15 repetitions with me, or you can just work for the same amount of time. Completely up to you. If you need a bit longer than I do and you want to do the repetitions, then you can just pause the video until you finish and then continue with me for the rest of the time. So the first and last exercise in each triplet is the same. It's the middle one that changes each time, but I will talk you through them each time as we go. So the first exercise for each 3 rounds is a squat, okay? But we're going to be doing, no, we are going to do a squat. We're going to do a squat. Sorry. So standing at your support. You could have your chair behind you feet hip width apart. We're going to think about squatting down, sticking our bottom back, and standing up, squeezing at the top. Squat and stand. Squat and stand. So there's going to be a lot of squats in today's workout, okay? So that's the first exercise. So a really good workout for our legs and our bottom muscles. In the first circuit, the second exercise is a sit-up. So you're going to be sat in your chair towards the front if you can. So sit towards the edge, but make sure you're safe. Sit back, either hands on the thighs. You're going to be sitting forward and back here. So really trying to use those tummy muscles, or reach your hands forward here for a bit of an extra challenge. Or hands can be here for even more of a challenge. So we're doing sit-ups. The third exercise in this first triplet, in all the triplets, is a squat and press. So options for you here is back up in standing, squat, reach up. So you can do it, I'll show you this way. We're going to do a squat down and a press. Okay, so you can alternate, holding onto support, alternate your arm reaches up, squat and press. Or if you need to have a bit of an active rest, what you could do here is do the presses. You can do alternating or together instead of the squat, okay? So you could do a squat and press in standing, or if you need active recovery, we're just working on our press in sitting. We're then back into our squats, and then we have a row. Again, I'll show you it in standing, or we can do it in sitting. I will talk this through as we go. And then the last set, we're going to be doing a push-up in the middle instead. But I will let you know as we go before we do each one. So we want to make our way up into standing now for our squats, okay? So remember, feet hip width apart. Weight is symmetrical to both of your legs. So really try and make sure that your weight doesn't shift over to your unaffected side. We're really working on symmetry. Also working on those knees not dropping in, okay? Keep your knees in line with your second toes. Hips are back, chest is up. So that's our squat. We're going to do 15 to start with. Okay, get yourselves ready. Stand at your support. Feet hip width apart or slightly wider. So wherever is comfortable. Weight is central. Off we go. We're squatting back and squeeze your bottom to come up. 1, 2, keep your head up and chest up. 3, you're going as low as you can control. You're keeping your weight central. 4, 3, I'm really bad at counting and talking. Well, that's 4. 5, I might have missed one. 6. So remember, you're working at the same time as me or the same repetitions. I want nice and controlled, and I want to really make sure that weight is symmetrical through your legs, so you're not drifting over to your other side. So I'm keeping count with my hands here, that's 10, 11, 12, really squeeze at the top. 13, so see how my bottom's going back, my knees are bending. 14, one more. 15, awesome. Come back to your chair for your sit-up. So I'll turn mine to the start. If you need to stop and have a breather or get a drink, and you need a bit longer than we have here, then please press pause and then just join back in when you're ready. Okay, so sitting to the front of your chair. Doing our sit-up. So remember, hands here, here, or sliding along your legs. So pick one that's a challenge for you, really focusing on our tummy muscles. Start sitting back in your chair. I'm going to have my arms crossed. Off we go. 1, 2. So remember, the further forward you are, the harder it is. So work with something that's challenging to you, but You can have good technique and is manageable. So really working on control here. 5. Please, I apologise for my counting if it's completely off. 7. Not very good at talking and counting at the same time. 9. Really controlling yourself back. Don't let yourself collapse. 10. Good. 11. 12. 13. Feel those tummy muscles. 14. One more. 15. Fantastic. So options now. Either if you're wanting a bit of an active recovery, you can work here, either alternating shoulder punches, hands together. Or if you're going to join me, we're going to be coming into, again, little squat and punch. Okay? Please ignore if you can hear a noise in the background. So the garbage truck has decided to come. Okay, so pick which option you would like to do, and then we'll get started. So 15, either, remember we're squatting down, we're alternate lifting our arms, or we're working and sitting together or alternating. Off we go. 1. So remember, same things apply with your squats. Doesn't matter how low you go, but think about that control, weight symmetrical, knees aren't dropping in, we're not drifting over to our unaffected side. Good. 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter how low you go either. It could be a mini bend. 9, 10, 11. Well done. 12, 13, 14. One more. 15. Okay, so this is a tricky one for you. We're straight back into squats. If you feel like you really need a rest and you can't be doing with another set of squats right away, you could sit, and I want you to think about alternate leg lifts in sitting. Okay, so that's a seated option for you. If you're joining me in for some more squats, we're going to start in standing. So again, another 15. Feet hip width apart. Remember, if you need a little bit longer, then please press pause, have a little breather, and then join back in. Hands on the bench, weight is equal. Off we go. 1, 2, remember we're sitting bottom back, squeezing up. Keep that chest up, keep that weight symmetrical. They don't have to be big squats, they could be mini squats. Okay, it's whatever you can do to keep yourself controlled. I've lost count again, I'm going to say that's 8. You might be getting out of a rep here. 9, 10. 5 to go. Well done, guys. Remember, if you need to pause and have a rest, then pause and have a rest. Really good. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Lovely. Okay. Options here. So we're going to now go into a row. So you could be sat down. We're reaching forward and then we're pulling our elbows back, squeezing our shoulders back together. You could have your hands together to do this. The main thing, or if you are able to reach and pull, I want you to do it with your arms separate, apart. But if you need to, if you need to support your affected arm, forward and then pull back. The emphasis here is on the pull back, squeeze shoulders back together. Okay. If you wanted to try this in standing, you could do alternate shoulders if you need some support. Okay, so you could always hold on to your chair, do 1, 2, and work like this. Okay. I'm going to go into sitting. Okay, so nice and tall, off we go. We're reaching forward, we're pulling. 1, 2. You can always slide your hands forward on your lap and then pull back. 3. Really think about pulling. Imagine you're grasping and pulling something back with those elbows. 4. Squeeze shoulders back together. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good. 13. 14. One more. 15. Good. Back into our presses. So our option is you could do your squat and press, or this time, if you want a bit of active recovery, we could just work in sitting. So again, we could be going together, or we could be alternating, reaching our presses or hands together. You could even reach up with one and then help support your affected arm on the other, okay? Or if you would like to keep going with the challenge, we're going to be doing that little squat and press, okay? Now, because we've been given a bit of a time limit here, we might not finish off the last round, but that's fine because we've been working for a certain amount of time, so that's okay. So let's do this one, and then I will see how far we've got to go as to whether we get time for one more round of squats. Feet hip width apart if you're squatting, squat and reach, okay? Or if we're doing the seated option, we're just going to be reaching. Ready, set, off you go. So squat and reaching, or we're just reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well done, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, nearly there, 14, one more, 15. Fantastic. Okay, because we're running towards the end of our time, I don't think we're going to get time for the final round. That is fine, because what I wanted to do is work for a certain amount of time, try and see how many rounds we can get done. So option, if you did want to keep going, the third round, you could have another rewind back to the start and have another go at the first exercise. So we're just going to end up doing the 2 rounds today because of the amount of time we had to work in. Okay, so let's have a go into a cool down, all right? So I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair and just take a nice big breath in and out here. Lovely. Really let everything relax. You've done a lot of squats and a lot of work. So let's have a go at stretching out these legs. Let's sit forward on your chair. Right leg is straightened out beside us. Left leg is bent. Have your hands on your left leg. Sit nice and tall. Hinge forward from your hips. Keep the back straight. Feel that stretch down the back of that straight leg. Hold that there. Nice breaths here. And then we're going to change legs. Right leg straight, left knee bent, sit tall, hinge forward at the hips. Nice breaths. Good. Okay. Let's slide now that right foot back underneath us as far as we can. Heel can be off the floor. Now take your hand and lean your way through that right knee until you feel a stretch in the back of that calf muscle, just above your ankle. Hold that there. Nice breaths. So the nice things with these types of workouts is what you can do if you're deciding to do a little workout yourself is we're going to change legs now. Bring that right leg back behind you. Lean your way through that left knee. Oh, sorry, left leg behind you. Is that you can either do something, so like today, where you pick a certain amount of repetitions and you see how many rounds you can get in a certain amount of time. So today we managed to get those 2 rounds in the time we had available. So you could say, I want to work for 15 minutes and I want to do, again, you could do similar to the first one, squats, sit-ups and shoulder presses. You could do 15 of each like we did today and see how many rounds you can get done in that 15 minutes. So that's a good way of doing an exercise. Good, relax there. Hands in front now, let's reach them forward, round that upper back. Feel that stretch across your shoulders, option to drop your head down. Or you can work for time periods. So you could say, if we use the same 3 exercises, squats, sit-ups, and shoulder presses, you could say, I'm going to do squats for a minute, sit-ups for a minute, shoulder press for a minute, and I'm going to repeat that for 15 minutes. With some rest in there, and then relax. Hands to your lower back, squeeze shoulders back together, sit nice and tall. If you can't get your hands to your lower back, just slide back on your thighs as much as you can, shoulders back together. So there's some different ways you can, with the same exercises, you can make some different types of workouts. So you can really, if you're wanting to work on certain things, you can make up little workouts yourself. Different ways of getting the same effect. So, or different ways of getting in some, making yourself a little sort of 15-minute workout with the same exercises, but just varying it up by deciding whether you're going to do repetitions or time. And then relax. Lovely. Well done, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today for this level 3 exercise class. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you've done the class and you've enjoyed it. And remember, I always welcome any comments or feedback. So feel free to leave them below or send a message to the Different Strokes Facebook group. As well, if you have anything you'd like me to particularly include in these classes, I always welcome any ideas. So I'll try and get those in for you as best I can. We recommend that you do at least another 2 classes in a week. So remember, there's loads of other level 3 classes on the Facebook page and on the Different Strokes UK YouTube page. So have a look at those and pick some ones to try out in your week to really spice up and add some variety to your exercise routine. Again, thank you for joining me and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.